I think the cat obsession started not only when I was younger, but I think it grew when we moved to Atlanta, and my parents live on 5 acres, and then their neighbor moved away, left all their barn cats. So all the barn cats like reproduce. So we started getting to trapping them and getting them fixed and releasing them back out. So it was a vicious cycle for years. All the cats that were fixed just migrated over to our house because we were the source of food. So we had 20 cats at one point. I was obsessed. Like I just loved it. It was my junior year at Georgia State studying film. So I was in a couple of film classes, and the one class I was taking was a media studies class. So we had to pick some type of phenomenon to study in the media. So I picked YouTube cat videos naturally. I wanted to know like why people are so obsessed with cats, and why you know, even if you don't like cats, why are you obsessed with watching, like, why are people obsessed with watching these videos? Through that 10-page paper, I went through the history of obsession with cats. Went through the 90s where I found out about cat cafes. Came across the ones in Taiwan. They opened up a cat cafe for therapy. So people would go and they would sit with cats and they would drink tea and just get therapy out of the cats there. Just decided I would quit my job, quit school, and go for it. So I actually learned the coffee for the cat. So I knew nothing about coffee other than I loved coffee. I didn't know how to make coffee, none of that. So I knew that was an important part about running a cat coffee shop. So I made some friends that own a coffee shop. I started working under them. They took me under their wing for 7 months. They trained me on how to run a coffee shop, how to be a barista, how to be a manager, how to do everything. I wanted to be the barista, I wanted to be the cashier, I wanted to be the manager, I wanted to be everything. So all of our cats come from Paws Atlanta. It's Georgia's oldest non-kill animal shelter out in Decatur. They screen all the cats, make sure they're kid friendly, and then they send them out here. So sometimes I go out there and pick them, but most times they bring them out. Like we just brought 6 cats in today. So we keep up to 20 cats in the room at a time. So we just like, hey, we had like 4 adoptions, we need 5, 6 more cats, bring them on out. And you can come in here for coffee or for cats or for both, but admission's just for the cat lounge. I think being 24, being the cat cafe concept, and being a female, no one took this idea seriously, no one took me seriously. It was so challenging to get this kind of concept off the ground. I'm so like competitive by nature, and like I want to jump over and push through challenges, so I wanted to focus on getting through that. But then once I actually got through that and obtained my permits after 4 months of fighting with the city, it was just a very real moment. And then when I signed the lease, that was a very real moment. And I remember there's so many times I would sit in this space, and back then it was like full of graffiti and mold, and it was disgusting. This building was just like, no one else saw potential in it. So we opened March 27th. And just a funny bit of information, we opened March 27th because I did not have rent to pay for the next month. We opened March 27th, not because we were ready, but because we had to. The day before we opened, we had a soft opening with just friends and family. And I had like a huge meltdown. And I don't tell a whole lot of people about this, but it's real. It's like the pressure that builds up, and the media around this type of concept being the first one, it was all there. So I like cried in a Kroger parking lot for like an hour, and it should have been such a happy day for me, and like it was just my friends and family, but it was just a lot for me as a new entrepreneur, young lady business owner, first-time business owner. I was definitely transparent with my struggle through opening a business, and I think the loyalty gained from that was seen on our first day of opening, where people were lining out the door wanting to support me, and even now people coming in and they felt like they've been a part of the journey so far. But I think having kind of a platform like this, like owning a business, is such a big platform that I think it's important to do more than one good thing for the community. So we've partnered with another nonprofit for all of our food called the Gathering Industries. So they help the Atlanta homeless by employing them to work in a kitchen, teach them the culinary arts so they can find jobs in the restaurant industry. So everything and that's our intention, is like I want everything to be going back to some greater good. So whether it's our food or anything edible like our cookies, to our cats, everything's going back to a good cause.